So yeah, so I'm not going to be interacting too much with chat right now because I'm going to be opening up this new game I got recently. Allison and I backed this on Kickstarter earlier this year, probably even before shutdowns. I can't remember exactly when the Kickstarter launched, but we backed it right away. Parks is a game. It's a board game based off of a and kind of an illustrator series. You might have seen like advertisements for postcards and calendars for this artwork, but basically this artist, I think it's I'm actually not sure who the artist is, but they teamed up with Keymaster Games to put out a board game that's just, I think, absolutely gorgeous and from what I've heard looks pretty fun. I have not played it yet, so today I'm not going to be doing a playthrough or anything, even though this does play solo. I don't know the rules, so I don't want to be fumbling through the rule book while we're playing. So the base game Parks came out, I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, and got a lot of a lot of good reviews. A lot of it came out to a lot of a lot of good press, I guess I should say. People really were into it, and so it got so much success that they immediately began work on an expansion called Nightfall, which is what the Kickstarter was for that I backed. So we got this yesterday on Halloween. I would have made a video, but it was Halloween. So Allison and I, after we got the kids to bed, we finished up our annual tradition of watching Over the Garden Wall, and then we were too tired, so we fell asleep. But yeah, so I wanted to just do a little bit. I'm not going to call this video an unboxing because I actually did already open these boxes. I was just so excited yesterday when I got them that I tore into them and opened up the cards and took a look at them. But I will be opening up and showing you guys all the components. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. So, not dive right in quite yet. What was something that was cool was that the Kickstarter, not only did it come with the base game, which it's a smaller box for a board game, which is kind of nice. It's easier to travel with. I'm assuming if you're going to be, someone who's into this game, you're going to do a lot of traveling to national parks and stuff. So yeah, it's a smaller box and easy to travel. Even smaller still is the expansion box. And then not only did it come with these two things, but it also came with a random print from the Illustrator series that you can see here. This is the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park print. And yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I just love this kind of stuff. It's on really, really sturdy cardboard paper, cardstock, like really sturdy cardstock. Like I would call this like really nice wedding invitational material. Yeah, it's on the back. It just has a thank you for kickstarting. Let's see if you guys can read this here. It says, "Thank you for kickstarting Parks Nightfall, a collaboration between Keymaster Games and 59 Parks print series. We couldn't have made this happen without backers like you." The Hawaii Volcanoes artwork is by Vincent Roche, a freelance French art director and illustrator based in Paris. Born in the 80s, Vincent, surrounded by images and pixels, grew up drawing his favorite heroes, cutting and modifying, editing, observing, exploring, and creating the image, a passion that now nourishes his work. So yeah, I'm a big fan of his already, just with this this one artwork that I've seen. So go follow him if you're interested in his work at Vincent_Roche, Roche, and yeah, check out the rest of his artwork. But so I'm probably gonna, I don't know, frame this, keep this somewhere nice, but it is not part of the game. It also came with something else that it came with that's not part of the game are stickers. Really nice vinyl stickers of some of the pieces from the game, and from has the Keymaster logo and the text, and a little camp token that's in the game. And so yeah, so I love companies that kind of put the extra effort into, you know, really showing appreciation to their Kickstarter backers, because, you know, it's always a risk backing something on Kickstarter, and so it's nice that Keymaster Games went out of their way to include extra stuff. It's not cheap for them to do either, so I appreciate it. All right, let's put the expansion away for a second. Let's open up just the base game. So like I said, I haven't said this actually, it plays 1 to 5 people, ages 10 and up, and it plays about 40 to 70 minutes. So even though it's in a smaller box, it's by no means a light, like a super quick game. The inside of the box has more gorgeous illustrations, so do the sides. Yeah, I have not seen a box like this before. That's just so, every inch of it is so beautifully illustrated. Comes with a little fake Polaroid print, another print, I guess. It says bear sighting at Great Smoky Mountains with Chris Turnham. So, yeah, more info. That's pretty much the same said on the thing. It comes with a guide, a little reference sheet to help you with the rules. Like I said, this is not, I don't think it's a super complicated game, but I wouldn't call it a light game either. Like I said, not a light game, big rulebook, 10 pages, not big rulebook, but not super small either. But yeah, really nice print on this rulebook. It's not flimsy paper. It's pretty, yeah, I don't know what kind of paper it is, but it's really nice and really well laid out. All these rules are divided up into sections, and the graphic design kind of shows you exactly how it's broken up into sections, and this text is really legible, which I appreciate. They probably could have fit it into a smaller rulebook by taking the size of the text down, but I think it looks good. Lots of iconography that is easy to tell, which is important. Yeah, they list out all the artists, which is cool. Solo mode rules, which is really important for me because I don't always have a person to play with. So I've heard this game plays really well solo, so maybe I'll have to do that on a future stream. Yeah, and then even a full page solo mode reference on the back. So I don't know how the solo mode plays with the expansion, but that's something we'll have to look at. So this was what completely wowed me when I first opened up this box. Is I've personally never seen thematic game trays inside that came with the game. I don't think this was a Kickstarter upgrade. I think this is just how the game comes if you buy it. They're made by a company called Game Trays with a Z, and it's a stick. It's a wooden log that holds all the pieces. And yeah, not only is it cute and sturdy and awesome, but also these little wooden pieces are also cute and sturdy and awesome. There's little mountains and energy or stars or something like that. Water droplets, I'm sure, to fill up your canteen. Little woodland creatures. Let's see if I can get that in. Yeah. And it's all just got a really nice feel to them, really nice aesthetic. Yeah, kind of naturally faded kind of look, very natural. Oh, I forgot the tiles in here. The tiles actually came out of a punch board. I've already punched these tiles, but they fit really nicely into the kind of the stump, not the stump, but the knot of the branch, which is cool. Alright, and then this is just more of the same. This is exactly the same tray, so I won't go into that, but same thing. Here's the player board. The other thing, the insert organizes all the pieces and the cards really, really well. Yeah, I think that I love inserts that do that, because I'm, like I said, this game is meant to be traveled around and move around, and pieces can get lost and jumbled up if it doesn't have something like that. So the game board is thick and sturdy. You have places for all your cards that you lay out. I'd imagine this is a kind of a little reference with a bunch of symbols on it. I don't know what any of that means yet, but I'm gonna have to learn soon. So this folds up really nicely. And it's not too big either. Sometimes with board games, that sprawl out, they're kind of hard to get to the table when you don't have much space to work with. But more tiles that fit really nicely. Little campfire tile. Action space tiles. From what I understand in the game, you travel around with your workers, which look like this. Or not workers, they're hikers. Little hiker meeples. Oops, I moved my camera, and so I have to get used to that again. So yeah. And so you go to these spaces, and then you can do things based on which ones you go to. So I'm not going to go through all these, but just giving you guys a feel. This is a Kickstarter upgrade. I upgraded to the metal start player token, which says "Any way the wind blows" on it. Don't know if that's a Bohemian Rhapsody reference or just kind of a general wanderlust type of thing. But yeah, really sturdy, thick metal. That's I'm happy I got the upgrade for that. Down here we have the cards. Oh, the camera. I don't know what the camera is for, but kind of cool little camera token there. And then here's kind of the whole reason for this game, I would say, is the artwork on these Parks cards. So yeah, they have it was cool. I sat down with my father-in-law yesterday while the kids were eating their Halloween candy and stuff, and he asked about this new game I got, and he's not really a board gamer, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to sit down and play this with him, but I was able to take this deck out and just ask him which one of these parks he's been to, and we talked about memories from road trips and from going to some of these places. So yeah, it was really cool to just, even if you don't play this game, just looking through this art pieces and thinking about traveling is cool to do. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I'm just gonna kind of quickly: Badlands National Park, Big Bend, Rocky Mountain National Park from my hometown, out in Colorado, my old stomping grounds. Yeah, just absolutely, these cards are massive and they're really good quality, like everything else in this box. And yeah, just Grand Canyon National Park. I don't know what any of these symbols or numbers means, but I'm feeling I'm going to become acquainted. Mesa Verde National Park. I have been to this one. This is in Colorado as well. Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Really, really, really cool. And these pictures really, even though they're not stills, they're just illustrations, they really do these places justice. They really give you a feel. Joshua Tree National Park, Everglades, Great Sand Dunes, another one in Colorado that I'm very familiar with. My parents took me there a couple times. Yeah, I don't think in the base game there are any Indiana national parks, but in the one of the reasons that I was excited about the expansion is that it does have one card for the Indiana Dunes, which is fun. Now this one's close. It's in Ohio. Haven't been there myself though. Gateway Arch National Park in St. Louis, another close one. Wow. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. This one's close to. Allison said she's been here. Yeah, just really impressive. I love art in my board games, you know. Like, as important as mechanisms are, I think that if a game, even if its mechanisms aren't as fun as some of my other favorite games, if it has the art to kind of justify owning it, then I definitely will take a second look at it. There's some smaller cards with special actions, I'm assuming. I also just really appreciate the minimalist graphic design aesthetic decisions they made on these cards, and the bright, vibrant colors. The pastel colors are just really, really pleasant to look at. So, yeah, I think this is the last deck in the base game. Yeah, really excited to learn what all these symbols and cards mean. But yeah, it should be fun to play. So let's go ahead and put this back real quick. And very easy to organize and put back. And let's look at Nightfall now. So I'm assuming that this expansion kind of plays with the idea of traveling to some of these national parks at night, and it introduces a campsite token, which is like a tent. Some of my cards kind of spelled out here. It does add an extra little board. I'm assuming this is the campsite board. More park cards. We'll go through those. Oh, this is the one I was talking about, the Indiana Dunes National Park. Yeah. More action tiles. These ones aren't the same size though, so I guess they just go on here. But yeah, here are the campsite tokens. Little oh, my video feed is lagging a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Get caught up now. Campsite tokens, little thick meeples. That's a tent, really cute stuff. Additional pieces. But yeah, so that is the expansion. Not a whole lot component wise, but I think mechanics wise it's supposed to add a lot to the game. So I'm excited to try that out. Anyway. Let's go through these park cards here. Indiana Dunes, reppin' Indiana, where I'm at currently. Grand Teton National Park, I've been there with the bison on it. Crater Lake, Hot Springs. Yeah, a lot of these are just nighttime. This is the print that I got. I'm really excited about this one. It was random. They did a bunch of different prints, and then they just stuck a random in everybody's Kickstarter. So you could have gotten, I think it was one of 3 or 4 options, and I was really happy that we got the Hawaii one. Death Valley, Glacier National Park, Redwood. So it doesn't look like all of these are night themed. Oh, here's a night themed Rocky Mountain National Park. Really cool. Wow. Denali. Yeah, so that is that. Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you for watching my kind of unboxing review of Parks. If you are interested in watching me play this game, or maybe playing with me, this might be a game I can load into Vorpal board and play along. Let me know. But yeah, I'll probably have a better idea of how the game is played and start playing it, and either play it solo on stream or play it with others, and maybe I'll do a review video giving more of my opinions on the actual gameplay. But anyway,